Down here to the BOWLRAMA in Woodside and
yes, sir.
bowl some of these lovely scores yourself. Good entertainment, good food, good employees, and there's 6 on Bob Kinsman's spear that he started with, and he has another chance here with the 1, 3, 6, and 8. Oh, bad ball there by Bobby.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Looked like he stuck a bit on that one, Bruce.
Yeah. In fact, many weeks ago, way back at the beginning of the women's series, I believe I had a chance to say hello to a very, very dear, special friend of mine in Hansport, Nova Scotia. Wonderful lady, and Mary Wilcox. I know she likes to enjoy the show, and we say hello to her once again and the family up there. Just wonderful people.
Hansport. I played ball down at Hansport.
Sure you did. We watched Stevie Webb punching through against the Shamrocks.
Yes, and Earl Skirman.
Yep.
I batted against him and got one of my best hits of the H&D I ever had. Was a grand slam.
And Mary Wilcox and family lived just up the hill from there. Boarded with her when I was, I think, 16 years old.
Is that
working
right?
during the summer. Didn't see her for many years, but luck would have it.
Is that a $5 box?
That is a 5 for Stevie Webb. So, Mary, we hope you're enjoying the show. We're thinking of you and your wonderful family up there.
Well, if you're going to have bad boxes, get them early, but not with this competition or what.
Well, you know how it works, Jack. Last week, they blew the doors out the place in the semifinal. And this week, who knows, in the championship match. But all the marbles are on the table. There's a great second ball from Stevie Webb. He comes up with the spare. So Stevie will sit down and give way to John Marriott. Also want to say hello while we have a chance, Jack, to my old pal Sandy Archibald out in Fall River. As luck would have it, we mentioned Mary Wilcox. Sandy Archibald's daughter, who's a good friend of mine, is dating Mary Wilcox's grandson. And that's up in the Yukon, up in at least Whitehorse. Shouldn't say the Yukon, up in Whitehorse. And it was through that love connection that I got in touch with Mrs. Wilcox. Anyway, John Marriott up there.
I'm with you, Bruce.
Checking things on the approach. That's all right. Doing a little house cleaning there. I can see that, Jack.
Trying to.
Could have a camera on you. The folks will get a good kick out of this.
You got to be organized. What?
So John Marriott goes to the other side. Take a little time now. You have the strike, 7 on it, then the 8, 9. Bowling here in the 4th. $1,000 top prize money, drops to $500 after that, then $300 and $100. Looks like this looked like at least John Marriott, who you're watching bowl here, had it won last year, but it didn't work out that way late in the match. Danny Harvey came on like gangbusters and grabbed the championship. Didn't make it past the first round this year, Danny. That's how tough this competition is.
And this is a tough shot for John. Good try, trying to bring the ball back.
Yeah. Dartmouth Dodge, the sponsor of John Marriott. That's where he works. We thank them for sponsoring him.
Good 9. A good product up there, too, I might say.
Yeah.
That's 43 for John after 4. And there's a person I'd like to say hello to. I was going to say hello to her a couple of weeks ago, Bruce, but I just found the card, and I'd worked with her son, Ed Forbes, and his name is Brian. I'd like to say hello to Gene Falcon. I think it's Falkenham.
You think I can make out your writing? There's a big strike for Mark O'Loughlin.
All right. I'll get back to that. Just mark the strike down.
Faultenor. It looks like to me, Jack. But that's your writing. Let's see if Mark can will himself another dinner for 2 at the Swiss Chalet in Lower Sackville. He has 2 of them now.
Faulkner, that's what it is. Gene Faulkner. Okay. And she's a bowler.
Yes, he's got 2 of them.
All right.
Well, he's got dinner for 6 now. you can hear the reply. He said, "I hope Paul and."
You got all kinds of friends now. That's all right.
There at the Swiss Chalet, you can hear that. Chicken dinner for 6 now for that young man. Bob Kinsman is up right now.
I think he better wear different suits every time he goes. So.
Bob got the good hit. Don't know if you saw it, but there's the result. 9-pin break for Bob Kinsman. He's got a chance to mark again right here.
He's got the head pin standing.
Bang,
Beautiful,
dead on. Action heating up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Gene Faulkner, and your son gave me this, and I know you bowled at the Super Bowl, and you're in your young 80s, I understand, and we wish you all the best, and we thank you for watching our show, and I know Bruce is trying to be his best, but that's the way he is. We'd like to say hello to you, Gene Faulkner.
Talking about Gene Faulkner from the Super Bowl, and why do you say so, Jack? Good chance for Bob again here, and he gets it again.
Good call, bro. All right.
Someone's got to bail you out, Jack.
I'm not coming here no more. This is my last show.
Promises, promises, Jack. That's all I get from you.
Okay.
All right. 4 frames into our championship match. An abundance of marks up on the board. 3 of them owned by Bob Kinsman. We're going to take a look at that scoreboard in the early going, but they are significant. They're kind of picking up now where they left off last week. As far as the scoring is concerned, but how about Mark O'Loughlin? He's our leader right now. Well, he is 3 pins behind Bob Kinsman, but he's working on a double strike right now. There are the numbers, Jack.
He's our leader. I mean, right now, I mean, they
put up on the 4th that you saw up on the screen. So you kind of a festive atmosphere here at the Woodside BOWLRAMA with this big championship match, Jack.
Yes, these boys are getting too many marks for me. I'm not used to this high octane.
Look at this. He's moved that pin off the spot. And folks, you heard the reaction.
That's the same break Bob Kinsman just had a couple of boxes ago.
That 1 is now the 2, I think, Jack.
Yes.
Well, he's got nice wood frozen there, Jack. This should not be a problem for Stevie. Miss it on the left if you're going to miss it, but he went right on the pin. No problem.
Miss it? How can you miss that?
If he was going to miss it.
Okay.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, that's a good break. That picks him up a little bit after a 7 and a 5. Takes him up to 58 for 5 and open. Now, let's see if the best thing to do here is not hit the front end.
Making lots of time now, trying to load this one up.
Exactly.
Ooh,
there you go. Front. That's a kingpin hit there, or not a kingpin, a front hit.
Wood came out.
This is not bad.
Hello.
This is not bad now. See that deadwood over there? Watch this now. If you hit it on the red band, watch what happens.
We get the overhead view of this. I want to show you just how bad this shot
Watch
really
his shot
is.
go.
Okay, folks.
Okay.
I rest my case.
What do you have on that, 5?
Well, we have a chance. He had 5 on it, Jack. Want to say happy birthday to Mark Brothers, one of our own working the show.
Mark Brothers, yeah.
Birthday today.
What color is his hair today? Mark, tell me what color your hair is today. He's a fine producer. And
John Marriott's up now, Mark.
I better keep quiet here. Mark's a big lad.
Tell you what. Give you what for?
Yeah. No, he's a...
John Marriott.
You didn't sing happy birthday, did you?
I started to, Jack, but everybody started to leave, so I had to stop.
I could understand. You couldn't carry a note in the washroom. Good shot here for John, which he needs.
Oh, just missed.
Good try.
See Doug Blackler in attendance here today?
Yes. He's a strong supporter, I believe, of Steve Webb.
Yep. 10 for John there. Veritable who's who of bowling circles. Annika White is here. John goes to the other side now. Going to polish up the ball.
Yeah, he's got to get going. He's at 53 for 5, and the other boys are... Stevie Webb is finished after 6. He's at 72. And Mark O'Loughlin, I don't know what he's going to be. He'd probably be 95 after 5 or something, maybe even more.
Tell you another guy who's here, Jack, that must be wondering what could have been is Ian Niven. 271 last week and did not get into this championship match.
Right.
It's really hard to believe when you bowl 137 and 134. And they say, sorry, not good enough?
Well, there's one thing, talking to Ian after the match was over, Bruce, and he missed the 9-pin break, if we recall. I think it was the 6-pin,
Yeah.
this 4th or 5th box, and he thought that was his turning point. You know, if he'd have got that, he could have kept him going.
Yeah,
and, you know.
but you know, he just still bowled well.
Oh, certainly, but you know, like the way those fellows were bowling, like a 9-pin break is like as big as an elephant down there, you know.
Well, Mark O'Loughlin's up. Can you say triple strike, Jack?
Turkey.
He's got 2 right now in a row.
He's going for a turkey, and he almost had one. Get over it.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's got a
27.
great chance to mark again here.
Yes, he has. He hits that front pin. He's got a spare.
He's got a spare. Strike, strike, spare for Mark O'Loughlin. We've been telling you for a number of weeks, first or second is good enough to move on. Of course, this is the championship match. Big difference now between first and second. First carries a prize of $1,000. Second, a prize of $500. So second's not bad. You get $500. But
Well, I got him 74 in the 5th and open.
and that's starting off with a 9 and an 8.
Yes. And you know what?
Oh,
I got to. Oh,
that's not so good.
No,
Only
that-
4 in that mark.
4 on the mark. That's too
Got to
bad.
go to work here. The
Yeah.
other guys say, "Whew." I'm happy
He's
to
got to
see
get an
that.
8 or a 9 out of this. He doesn't have to get them all, but if he can get an 8 or a 9, that's a good box.
Okay.
He's 78 in the 5th. You can't go wrong with that. The 5th, we're only in the first string of this championship match.
Get 3 big pins there on
Yeah,
the right-hand
I'll
side.
get 2 more, Mark. That's all you need, just the 2. Take it easy on yourself. No.
Ooh, 1.
7.
Well,
Well, nothing wrong with that. He's in great shape at 85 for 6.
holding them well. Bob Kinsman's up. He's on a bit of a roll, too. He had a spare
Yeah.
6 on it, then a 7, spare 7 on it.
Right now, he's at 89, and
Got that right, Jack.
geez, I'm right. Check that scoreboard.
Stevie Webb is up right now.
He's
sitting
at
in
72.
3rd place right now.
Yeah.
Good chance to mark here, though. Nice piece of wood. You can
Oh.
chalk that up, Jack.
Well, I don't know. You don't want to hit that one too high.
You can chalk that one up, Jack.
Okay. Watch the 5-pin, the one in the middle.
You can chalk that one up, Jack.
Okay.
Jack, you can chalk that one up.
Good call, Bruce.
You're not going to miss it.
And Miss Faulkner thinks that was a good call.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I worked with her son up at Forbes Chevrolet.
I
Brian.
said to you, Jack James, want to say hello to Debbie Lyons. Would you know who that is? That's just kind of unfair.
Look out. Oh, the woods collided there. You think would have got a little bit more action.
Remember
Would-
way back when you and I were down in Muscadabat Harbor Way, continued on to the Gold Coast restaurant?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Who waited on us?
That's right.
Debbie Lyons.
Exactly. Served us a beautiful order of fish and chips.
Bang.
Wow.
Nice shot for Stevie Webb there.
What a
He's
pressure
back.
shot. Yeah.
John Marriott's stepping up now. This is a guy that really would like to get it going. Open with a strike, but hasn't marked since.
No,
3 9s, an 8 and a 10.
that's right. And we got Stevie Webb, who just he's at 100
Yep.
for 8 boxes and open on a strike, so he closed the gap quite a bit.
Absolutely. See if John oh,
No.
not what he wanted.
No.
Got to say this now because I've missed it 3 times when Bob Kinsman was up. His sponsor's Harbor Cleaners, Jack. That's where you do business.
Exactly.
Jack supports the guys that support the bowling industry. You should too. Harbor Cleaners, the sponsor of Bob Kinsman.
And I support the infirmary.
Yes, you do.
I'd like to say hello to all the good staff out there that watches our program from the infirmary and the VG. I'm tired of tormenting you, but I'll be back again very shortly.
Now John to the other side after the 8. This is not the way
Yeah.
he wanted things to go. He
No.
started off with a strike and it
He's
looked
at
so promising.
70 for 7, so he's got to start right now.
Yeah. Pushing
Now, I
that
think
maybe
he's
a
trying
little
too
bit.
hard.
Yeah, I
He's-
think he
he
might
can-
be.
You know, because he was here last year in the same position, and like I say, he was sitting in that chair with the bowler sitting down and watched somebody take it right out of his pocket.
Yeah.
And, you know, couldn't say take it out. He took it out, but he both. He got the 2 marks to beat John out. Yeah, good shot. Atta boy.
Said hello to my pal Sandy Archibald a little while ago there, Jack. You know what he keeps saying to me?
What's that?
Bring that James guy out. I'd love to meet him. I said, you crazy? One of these days, Jack, we'll have to go out, and I want you to meet this guy.
All right. How big is he?
He can take you.
Okay. I got a cane now.
All right, Mark O'Loughlin up now.
He had a 7 there, but I
4
mean,
pins off
he
the
punched through and comes right back. Beautiful break. Hang around, Wood. You like
the
to see
5, the 8, and the 9.
You like to see a little bit of Wood hang around in that shot because
a little tricky.
It's so hard to make that those 3 pins together like that. But he's a good left-hander. Perfect shot. Look at that.
Punch right through.
Don't you? All right, Mark. One more.
It happens from time to time.
One more, Mark.
Mel O'Leary, our line judge here today.
I'd like to say hello to my Uncle Bernard James and Joyce James, and also their daughter and Heather and her 2 daughters. They like to watch the program, and they tell me to say my last name is not James.
No?
No, I'm only kidding. But she's a wonderful cook from Glace Bay.
Somebody told me you moved recently, Jack.
How many times?
Aren't you living out incognito now?
Yes.
I asked somebody the other day. I said, seen Jack around? They said, you won't see him. He's in incognito.
That's true.
So I figured maybe.
But I might say that Joyce James makes some very good tea biscuits.
Trying to buy you off saying, pick me for 4th. Someone said, no, pick me.
Right.
I want to win this thing. Great opening game here, though. A couple of frames to go to the halfway mark. We're going to take a look at the scores. When we do, look at the bottom and look for the name Bob Kinsman. And that's our leader. And he's sitting at 119, but he opened with a spare. There you see it. Spare, then a strike. And then he picked up 2 more after that. He's looking strong, Jack.
Very strong. And leading off.
Final. Well, again, he gets off the side, Jack.
Not to be.
Only 3, so a couple of marks and only 8 bonus pins for Stevie Webb there. It's not like him.
Well, he wants to think the $500 means a lot. Hey, right.
Wow, he came back and got another one.
So he's down 11, isn't he? He got 8 on those, like you say, on those 2 marks. He was down 19, so now he's down 11.
Yep.
And
well,
open.
that's what he gets here.
Yeah. And, of course, Bob Kinsman is open, so.
Yeah, well, that's right, on a strike.
Yeah. So if he gets a strike on this, it'll be 1 pin plus.
And, wow.
9 for a 127.
He's got 1 more pin on that spare than he did on the other 2.
Yeah.
That's a nice finish for Stevie Webb. Wow. 137 is
137. I said 127, so I'm allowed a 10-minute mistake every match.
What's 10 pins among friends?
I'll tell you, he'd like to take
Stevie. Now, John Marriott is up on the approach. This is John. He'd like to get something going. He's open on the mark right here.
Well, he's got $100 sewed up, but he wants more money than that.
Oh, yeah. That's chump
Not
change
to be.
in this one.
He's trying too hard this game.
That is tough. Well,
Yeah.
3 on that mark.
Yeah, that's a
Got to work here.
That hurts. Good try by John. So Mark O'Loughlin, who's 103 in the 8th. 2 10s to give him 123, so he's going to need a couple of big marks to
He is.
to get up there.
Bringing them now to the halfway mark in our championship match. If you just joined us, this is the championship match. Tomorrow in this men's series.
10.
Does John. With that, he checks in at 102 at the halfway mark. Halfway mark in this match. 4 bowlers fighting for a top prize of $1,000 and the right to be called champion for the next 12 months in our men's singles series. Jack James, let's put the numbers up on the board and take a look at how they stack up at the halfway mark.
Well, I'll tell you, Bruce, this is a beautiful match for the championship match. It's almost as good as the one we had the previous week, but right now we're looking at Stevie Webb, who's leading this group of 4 at 137. He had a 5 and a 7 box, but still ended up with 137. Good bowling for Stevie Webb, but he's in second place.
Yep.
Then you got John Marriott, who's only had 2 marks. He's at 102. He's 41 pins out of first place. You got Mark O'Loughlin, who had a fine game of 122. He's 21 pins out of first place. And your leader is Bob Kinsman at 143. Bowled very well, who I got as the underdog. And he's, I should say, Steve Webb is 6 pins out. But overall, it's a very, very good match, Bruce.
And we have had one double strike in this match here this evening, and Mark O'Loughlin did that. That is the 3rd time he's double striked in this series, and the 3rd time he's picked up the dinner for 2 at the Swiss Chalet in Sackville. So now he can take the whole family plus. Nice to see, though. Okay, let's get back to the bowling then, and let's go to string number 2 in this 2-string affair.
Well, here's Steve Webb with 137. He's 6 pins down from Bob Kinsman. Now, Stevie Webb I picked for first, and he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marks at first string.
I tell you what, if I'm the other guy,
look at that.
I'm concerned about Stevie Webb. He has 7 marks in his last 8 frames.
Yeah. What that tells me, Bruce,
is
is that his second ball is dead on, dead aim,
well,
dead
that's
on.
Right, because we talked about 7 marks. 6 of them have been spares, and now the strike to open here.
This is our second string of the 2-string $1,000 championship. Who's got the $1,000, by the way?
You think I'm going to tell you that, Jack? Are you out of your mind?
Sure. To work with you?
It must be. Stevie's winning a long time. The reason he's doing that, he wants that ball right there.
That's right.
That's the one he just threw for the strike and would like to throw it again.
Yeah, that's a good camera shot there.
This guy's got great credentials. His single, 202.
He's one of the hardest champions. I miss my old buddy Jerry Dunn that didn't make this round.
And he's got a double.
But he doesn't get a dinner because Mark already picked it up.
That's right. But I tell you what, that might be worth $1,000, that double.
That's right. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear the people in the background talking.
Got the mumbling going on now.
There's some mumbling going on now. I think everybody's looking at the $500 package now.
John Marriott's up.
Get over for John.
John's going to have some wood to work with here. It doesn't look all that bad, I don't think.
He's got a sawmill down there.
It doesn't look bad, Jack.
Oh, mark it up.
Okay.
All right. Any words at all, Johnny? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. How come that you get too much wood? I got to erase that now. What are you laughing at? I suppose you picked that, did you? You're laughing at me.
That was never going to go. He had another run out of there.
What?
John says, what kind of a deal is this?
Yeah, right. I can't believe it. I mean, he had more wood down there than they got in the German army. It still didn't go. Oh, geez, I can't believe that. Knife and break with 8 pieces of wood in the plate. I suppose you said, yeah, I told you 10 was going to stand.
We're just about to say it, Jack.
All right, that a boy, Johnny. That is a boy, Mr. Marriott.
Now, Mark O'Loughlin up.
Yeah.
He's sitting 3rd rate, 77.
Yeah.
So it looks like a 5.99 to me for 4.
He'd be the world's champ. All right, Mark. They're on the bunch. Outside or inside?
Stevie Webb now, he's our leader. He's got a double strike
Going for the
turkey.
I want to see a turkey today. Almost did there a couple of weeks ago with Mark O'Loughlin.
All I have to do is look to my left. I can see one.
Okay. Now you heard him, folks. He's picking on me.
Going for the triple strike right here.
And I'll tell you, look at that determination. Oh, man.
Well, he was all set to go. Ball came up the rack and hit another ball and went back down. So our judge.
Yeah, there's a good shot of Mel.
There, yeah, coming back to replace that one.
Stevie will throw when he's ready. Now, he's throwing some balls that he's not happy with, but I'll tell you right now, this one will be in the pocket. Excuse me. Maybe he was a little too long there. I don't know.
Well,
is that 4?
I think that was 4. That'll go with the first strike he had. Yes, it is. Still on the second strike, of course.
Well, that's a little better.
8 on the second one.
That's 42 for 2. I got.
Wow.
And 9.
22 bonus pins in the opening 2 frames. He dropped one there.
Yeah.
9.
51. No,
Oh, wow.
he's not happy with that at all. He wanted 8 or 9 on that first strike.
The other bowlers are.
Oh,
You
sure.
gotta see this guy falter a little bit.
But I am not talking about the other bowlers right now. I'm talking about Steve Webb.
1,000 pardons.
There,
Wow.
that's what he wanted. See? See, now he didn't wait as long as he did the other time. You
That's
notice
right.
that?
Well, he had to wait because of the ball coming up the rack, remember? Now, Mel O'Leary's going down to take a look at this wood. Stevie hopes it's out of there.
Right now, it's okay, I'd say.
Well, yeah. It's in play now. We've determined that. Can he get by it?
Well, he's going back to check it, and Stevie's he's got the right. He's asked him, is it touching the line? And if it's touching the line,
Mel going back.
Yeah.
That's maybe we're
Well,
still moving a little bit
yeah,
there.
that's right. I think no, give Mel a break here. That wood came
Yeah.
rolled back this way when he
Yeah,
was
I think
coming
it
down.
did. I agree with you.
You know, and the first time he looked at it, but give Steve Webb credit for asking Mel to
Sure.
recheck it.
Absolutely.
You know.
It's a big match.
So yes, big match, $1,000 bill. So you know, all fairness to Mel, the wood did roll back towards the lane, up the lane, I should say, when he was coming our way.
Oh, and
He
he
missed
caught
it.
it in the nose and missed the shot anyway.
That's what hurts.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that upset Stevie or not.
Well, shouldn't.
No.
He got the call, and it was the right call.
Yeah.
Stevie's not like that.
No. I'm done.
Bob Kinsman up once again. He's 6 frames at least leader. As he gets up and see if he can put a little heat on Bob Kinsman. Stop his charge.
Yeah.
The other hand, if he doesn't, the door will be open.
That's right.
It's not exactly what he wanted.
Some good action off. Now we got another piece of wood down that Mel will go down and take a look at.
That one looks pretty good.
I'd say that one's in, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to take the close look. Maybe it's closer than we thought.
Yeah.
It's not in.
No.
You got to remove that one.
No.
Okay.
That's gotta be Sheila Packman. Nice comment.
Cranks it up.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what? That's the second time that happened. When Mel went down and moved that other piece of wood. Remember, he caught the wood on the nose, took the wood out?
Yeah.
Did it again there.
Yeah.
Next time you're going to say, Mel, don't bother checking it.
Yeah. Puts him at 69 for 6, and he's dropping pins here, so he had a mark for 3 boxes. He's missed some good opportunities.
It's a good 9-pin break there.
And another nose.
Yeah.
He's tired looking at these noses, I think.
Yeah, I think
But this
so.
one is good. Yeah. Now he'll play the left of that. He'll go right on the 5-pin here.
Nose is not good if he hits it dead on.
He's not going to hit it dead on.
Wow.
Oh, man. Oh,
Well,
man. That's
this
a bad
is what
miss.
the other guys will need to see.
That's right. That really gets their motivation going. See? The nose was good.
John Marriott steps up.
And what to do?
This is Bob Kinsman up on a huge mark right here. I'd like to load this one up and get another one. Have a run at top 5. But he's getting 9 and almost 10. And what a great...
7. He's leading by 7 pins over Bob Kinsman with 4 boxes to go in this championship match.
Well, sir.
Oh, look at the action.
Oh, we got that 8 to fall on the 7.
Okay, now here's the double wood. Now he can get
Just
by
stay away
that.
from that.
Yeah, now he throws a very hard ball, so what he's got to watch here, he's got to worry about the channel.
Yeah, he caught the channel there.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row.
He caught the pin.
We'll give him a 9.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
9 pins he's throwing away, plus what he gets on this ball.
getting a little tense here, Jack.
Yes.
Moving more and more, or at least closer and closer to the...
Well, one thing about it, he's getting the
Final
breaks to shoot at, so
Oh, yeah,
There.
there's a big strike.
what a place to have it.
What would have been, though, with that single pin? Little
Dougie
encouragement.
Brockler's in the
Yeah.
audience says, thank you. He wants to- oh, he's a sponsor. No, Yellow Cab sponsor him this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Bowler, he's at 235 with a big strike opening there in the 8th. And he's leading by 10 pins, and any kind of a good count on that. And Bob Kinsman's going to have an uphill battle. And
Slam the door on the other 3 bowlers and win this championship and pick up that $1,000 prize. He is open on a strike here.
yeah. And like I say, he's 10 pins, so.
Tell you, if he falters a little bit, Bob Kinsman will be right there.
Oh, the claws will be out.
Well, this is a good news, bad news shot, Jack. Good news is he got 8 already on a strike.
Well,
You're looking at the bad news.
it's 4 and a 10. He's got wood in behind there, so if he just goes in around with the red band, he's got maybe a good chance of bringing that wood out and taking out that 10. He tried it, but that's
Tell
good.
you what, though, Jack, he's got a 19-pin lead right
Yeah.
now over Bob Kinsman.
That's a big pin for him down there.
Huge. He's got it.
And he knows it.
Yep. He put the 10 up here.
Yeah,
The lead is now,
Support from
the lead is 19 pins right now.
support from his partner there, Mr. Blackler.
Gets a 10 here. Bob's going to have to pick up 19 bonus pins in the final 2 frames. And that is a tough road to hoe.
Yeah.
However, if he drops a couple of pins, it'll change things.
Yeah, he's taking his time.
Sure is.
We've seen that before, and the results wasn't that good.
Well, off the side there.
Yeah.
Only thing good about this is they're in a bunch. Oh,
that might
my,
close, that might slam the door.
hell. That could be it.
That could slam the door.
And Stevie said, I didn't want to come in the back door and win this thing. I want to go out and win it, and he might have just done it with that shot.
Yeah, it's a big spare. He's leading by 19, so if he gets 2 on it, 21, it's icing on the cake.
And wow,
Ah,
boy, that is the way to win a championship.
yeah, isn't it?
Spare in the 10th and a strike in that spare. And battles on for the other places,
You know what?
I've got to believe.
Excuse me, Bruce. Dan Hervey did the same thing last year.
Yeah, he did. This is John Marriott now. He is 21 pins out of third place.
Well, I'll tell you, Steve Webb is very consistent, 137 and 137. That sounds like 274 to me.
That's what it is. 4 spares to finish, and then he opened the second string with 2 strikes. And really, that was the difference. He finished strong also with a strike in the 8th, then a spare and a strike going home.
Yeah.
Stevie Webb, very, very strong, couple of 137 games.
Very strong, Bruce, and a good summary. And we might say that Stevie Webb had a couple of 137s to finish first. I picked him for first, I might say, and I got to blow my whistle on that one. And John Marriott I picked for second, who finished fourth. And John, I think, was just a little tired, trying too hard, I think, at the start out. And Mark O'Loughlin I picked for third, and he finished third and bowled very, very well. He's got my confidence, 122 and 107 for 229. Excellent bowler, Mark. And next year, if you're here, I'll pick you for first.
Then to Mark O'Loughlin, a $300 prize for his 229 here this evening. And John Marriott, he was here last year in the final. He was here again, but it's a 4th place finish for John this time at a prize of $100. Well, we've seen the women's champion crowned in Annette Tanner, and now the men's champion in Stevie Webb. But yet to come is the mixed competition. We're going to start that next week in its entirety, and there is the lineup. The team of Betty Hoskins and Sean Bennett will start it off. Annette Martin, our female champion, and Doug McDonald, our team, and our entire...
Distance 7 north.